What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofina1, bringing you guys yet another YouTube video. And today I want to talk to you guys about how Snoop Dogg has said that he is finally going to vote for the first time ever in the 2020 presidential election. He made this statement on one of the radio stations like a couple of days ago, basically saying that, he never voted. He never was really interested in voting. He also didn't know that he could vote due to his criminal record. And he also found out that he was expunged from basically everything that he had done in the past, and so he's now able to legally vote. And even though before he was never really like super interested in voting, just because maybe he didn't see a point, he didn't see, a reason. Like a lot of people say they don't, which is part of some of the things that need to be changed within, I guess you say, like the laws with voting. Like for example, I think at least for me, some things should be changed. That better fit people that live in certain states. So like for example, let's say like you live in Mississippi where it's typically a red state, it typically goes red versus blue. If it was more of a popular vote, like based off of how many people voted for this person, I think it would influence more people to vote, because some people feel like, oh, I'm not going to vote for I'm not going to vote in general because my state is going to go red or my state is going to go blue. So they feel like there's not really like a point for them to, I guess, say go and actually vote, just because they feel like the state's not going to go in the color that they wish that it would. So he basically says that he feels like he should vote because with Donald Trump being in the office, and as we all know, I mean, the world has literally flipped upside down since he's been in the office, from things like the whole pandemic, things like the economy going down, the whole justice and system. And that's the whole justice and system. Some people say, oh, well, that's not his fault. But a lot of times, if you think about it, a lot of stuff that Trump has said has influenced people to be openly racist. In some ways, it's good because I believe it's allowed for us to shed a light on how racism still exists, even though I think a lot of people believe that it doesn't. It still does exist. So I believe that him making comments has kind of shown who the real racists are, because a lot of people were closet racist, people that were racist, but they would never say nothing, they would never show that they really are. So I do believe him kind of being open about it has allowed to show who the people that were pretending to not be racist, but it's also in enraged people to do more harmful things, because it's kind of like, oh, if my president can do it, then why can't I, right? So I thought that was interesting, though, in the article that they talk about Snoop Dogg is really interested in voting for this election. I also believe a lot of people should try to vote. I think you should vote in general. I mean, it's one of your like rights to vote, so if you can, please do it. Just because it's kind of one of those things, like you always hear about people saying, oh, well, I hate that so and so won, I hate that so and so got it, but you didn't vote. So it's like, how do you have an opinion on something if you didn't participate in it to try to make a difference? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought that was interesting, though, and that he thought that because of his criminal records, he didn't know that they were expunged, that he thought that he still couldn't even vote. So that's interesting too. So maybe if you do have a criminal record, maybe you should go and see, hey, are you able to vote? Because your every vote literally counts. And right now with this whole presidential election coming up and everything really going haywire, everyone should really spend some time looking at the candidates and really voting. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Fan Army.